Peace, family. How's your evening going? I want to get into what is the good and the bad, or maybe potentially in between, about being a part of the conscious community. What to expect. When I first joined the conscious community, it was like a wake-up call. It was a very odd wake-up call because I was dealing with astrologists and them helping me find love. But I'm the type of person who just wants the best. Like, just want to do what I'm supposed to do in life. Those are my goals. I don't need to be with anybody. I just want to be happy. And that could be with myself or with another person. But anyway, I was seeing this astrologist, and there was supposed to be a telepathy thing going on between him and I. And for some reason, I was moved to tell him that I don't need any more sessions. I thanked him for his time, and I told him I'm done. I really appreciate you. You have helped me. I think I can take it from here, is what had happened. But after that, one of the first things I got into was different groups, Black empowerment, and then of course, I don't know, more anger, and we should be more angry because we're by default, we seem to be more of a peaceful people, and that's what's got us screwed over. But I ran into that. But then, for a while, you know, the whole rah and, you know, that mentality, it was what I needed. But then I also came across people who looked down upon children who were mixed, even if the parent wasn't with the other parent. Looked down upon blacks who were a little bit more on the light skin side. I mean, I've gone through a lot. And then dealing with people who think less of people who've been with people outside of their race in general. Like, just completely disgusted, just saying, oh, their mentality is jacked up if they even think or have sex outside of their race. Just different things. So those are some of the things that you can expect out of entering into the conscious community. It's a very beautiful thing to become conscious. But as like everything, there are ups and downs on it. But that was one of the things that I had to deal with since I was a baby in consciousness at the time. It did hurt my feelings a little bit, you know. I felt isolated, but I'm not the type of person like, hey, don't talk like that, you know. It was more like, okay. I just want to learn and I want to understand. And I feel like that's the way each mentality should be. When you enter into something, always look to learn. Don't look for a reason to complain about something. That's always been kind of a big, that's kind of been a big part of my life throughout my journey as a child, as an adult. I've always been the type to problem solve or try to figure things out on a deeper level to where I don't have to feel angry about something. But yeah, so being judged, coming across different point of views. The beauty about Black consciousness, you're going to run into people who talk about diet, alkaline diet, and whatnot, and having the right foods get into your body. They talk about Dr. Sebi. What else? Another thing that you can expect into the conscious community is that you're going to be, if you're like I was, you're going to be adding a whole bunch of people to your list. Another thing to expect from being a part of Black consciousness is the fact that you're gonna see information and you're gonna want to share it among your friends. You're gonna be hungry for knowledge. I'm still kind of at that stage where I'm hungry for knowledge, but for the most part, I feel like I've reached my friend level where I don't really have to. Excuse me, sorry. Eating cereal, granola over here. Reach a level where I've pretty much reached my friends who accept me for who I am. But when you first become a part of the conscious community, you're gonna run into people who don't believe as you believe. And let me go into that a little bit. The conscious community is similar to the Christian community, where there are a bunch of different Christians who believe certain things and they're divided. The conscious community works the same way, unfortunately, you know. So just be prepared to, for people not to always resonate with you. Be prepared to add friends and also lose friends over what you feel resonates best with you. Because what you feel and what another person feels doesn't necessarily always, it's not always connected. How you feel and what another person feels, it's not always a connection between you guys. So that's one thing. What else? What else? Prepare to be very angry, which you have every right to be. You know, you're learning about history. You're learning about certain things in history that you weren't learning in school, like the public school system. So be prepared to get angry, you know. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with being angry. But eventually you reach a certain level where you want to find actual solutions. You're tired of being angry. You now want to figure out what can you do help to assist with the community. You're going to run into people who believe that you shouldn't be working in corporate America. But if you have a family, I mean, there's no way around that. I mean, there's probably a few things that you could try, I mean, to save money. I mean, your mentality as somebody who's into Black consciousness should be at all times, how can I save money? You know, just it's one thing at a time. Don't allow other people from the conscious community to make you feel some type of way. Like if you are in corporate America, don't allow it to make you feel that you should up and quit your job, because at the end of the day, you're the one who's responsible for your bills, not them. So up until you figure out another way of how to bring income in, and that's just it. You are going to get into it a lot with your family. When I came into Black consciousness, my hair was a problem. I had people think I was becoming gay or bisexual, homosexual. Is that the word for it? So be prepared to be judged. Be prepared to be told that you're going to hell. Be prepared to be divided among your family, because most Black families do not have an open mind towards Black consciousness. They're pretty closed-minded with it because their mothers, their fathers have been conscious. Well, not conscious. Have been going to church and studying the Bible. So don't expect your family to approve of you with these new changes. It's very difficult. It's very disheartening. When you find yourself buying from Black businesses, you may get criticized. Well, that could be cheaper. You can find that cheaper at also a higher quality. There's a bunch of things that you have to take into consideration when it comes to becoming conscious and whatnot. That's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Peace, love, and light.